Oh, all right. I'm going to see if I can fix this lighting. This lighting is the worst. All right. Then I'm going to have to scooch down. So that's not going to work. All right. What time is it? Okay. We got a few more minutes. I'm going to. So, yeah, this lighting is the worst, I think. I don't have a light. I don't have time. All right, guys. When 7 o'clock rolls around, we're just going to go. We're going to make it happen. Hopefully, we will have some people on here pretty soon. So, all right. Got a lot going on, and I'm not digging the way this is turning out. So, all right. We're just going to go with it. Next week, we will do even better. Next week, we'll be ready to roll. We will get this going. Oh, do I have somebody here already? How exciting. Hi. I can't see who you are, so you have to tell me who you are. Let's see. Can I welcome to the chat? All right. So, I had a person. Now the person's gone. That's all right, because I was told that I have to kill time and think about life and all that fun stuff, so that way when people arrive a little bit later, they won't wonder what the heck I'm doing. Actually, I think I'm going to move this up. All right. Is that better? Not really. It's still really light, but I think we're going to get there. I think I have to probably hold things up for you guys. Yeah. All right. Come closer, darling. Okay. Well, we lost whoever it was, and of course, my watch has decided it's not going to work. It's not going to tell me what time it is. So you guys are going to see me doing the time thing for a little bit. Cold here in Ohio today, like way cold, and from what I understand, it's pretty much cold everywhere. So I almost thought it was going to snow today, because that's how it sort of just had that feel to it. But it has snowed here in April before. It's not a lot of fun when it does, because people are already talking about gardening and everything, and all of a sudden you get snow. All right, we have lots and lots of things coming up. I think I have mentioned a bunch of them, but all right, what do we got for time here? 2 more minutes before I don't see anybody else here. I don't know if Pam is going to join us. I don't know if the Florida contingency has remembered. The Virginia contingency is putting the child to bed, so that doesn't really work. It might just be us. Might just be the Ohio contingency, and that's just fine. That's fine. We can handle this. We got this. All right. Okay. Oh, all right. So it is 7 o'clock. I'm going to talk slow. I'm going to wait for a few people to join us. See if there's anybody out there in YouTube land, which, gosh, I'm hoping that there are. My phone and my watch are not connecting to each other today for some particular reason. So, all right. I think we might have some people joining us. I know sometimes it's a little hard to find us, but eventually I will figure out how to post the proper link onto Facebook. I just saw how to do that on YouTube today. So next time I will be able to get it up there. Friday, I will do a really quick short when I'm unloading things at the Tiffin Flea Market, because that's where I will be on Friday. For those of you who remember that, and for those of you who are local, know that I'm scampering around trying to get things ready for that. Thought I was going to not be live today because of that, and I decided, you know what? We're going to do it anyway. We're just going to go. And here's my theory on things. If it's ready, it's ready. If it's not, it's not. A wise woman told me once that what people don't know, only me knows what I'm supposed to be bringing to the Tiffin Flea Market. So if I'm not ready, it is what it is. Anyway, okay. For those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Linda. I'm with the Fluff and Utter Vintage team. My sister Pam and I have a vintage antique / upcycle shop in Northeast Ohio. And we are also online. We have a website, Fluff and Utter Vintage. I think you guys can see it behind me, fluffanduttervintage.com. And on our website right this minute, we have a paint sale. We are doing Dixie Belle paints, 30%, Dixie Belle paint products, 30% off. Let's try and get all of those to move on. And later on, we'll be starting a different paint line. I haven't decided which yet, but I'm going to move on to something different. Even though I like the paint, it doesn't always work for everybody. But anyway, that's a long story. And as I mentioned, our person was there and now they're gone again, but that's all right. I'm just going to keep talking. We're going to have fun for whoever gets to show up. Don't forget to show me who you chat and say hi. That way I know who you are and I know where you're coming from and all that good stuff. And if you're new to me, please let me know who you are and where you're watching us from. I'd love to know. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. So we have 10 subscribers. Woo! So if you like this, or even if you just think I'm kind of weird and you find me interesting, go ahead and like and subscribe. Now, it should be on the thing somewhere. I really don't know because I haven't seen it when I go back and watch. So if anyone knows how to connect the like and subscribe and notification bells, let me know because I am totally new to this whole thing. For those of you who don't know, I was here by default because Facebook said we didn't have enough of a presence or something on Facebook, even though we had been doing Facebook Lives for a year. And so who the heck knows? So anyway, I'm going to try and get more things on Facebook and I'm going to do more things on YouTube because we come live every Wednesday. So we'll do live next Wednesday. And then, like I said, 2 weeks from now, Pam will do live from North Carolina, or we may end up doing a video and then just dropping it down for you guys to see. And so starting on Monday, we're going to do Kathy's Closet. So Monday, and I believe probably in the morning, hi, Vicki, she made it. Yay. Vicki's my friend from here in Shiloh. I so appreciate, as a matter of fact, I really appreciate all my friends from Shiloh. I appreciate all my friends from everywhere. I have a lot of friends from all over the country, mostly from the East Coast, but the people from Shiloh have been so supportive and I've made such wonderful friends and it really means a lot to me that you guys are just fantastic and I so appreciate it. So you'll notice by my title, we have a Milk Glass Mania. In my trying to find things for the Tiffin Flea Market. Tiffin Flea Market takes place this Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 4 on Saturday and 9 to 3 on Sunday. It's in Tiffin, Ohio. It's huge. They say like 5,000 to 10,000 people come to this every weekend, especially at the April one. April is a huge one. It's like they're beginning, they get things rolling. So they do it once a month until I think like September, October timeframe. And I have never been. I've never been as a person who wanders around, and I love flea markets. I used to go to the Mansfield Flea Market all the time, but they don't have that anymore, which is extremely unfortunate because it was really cool. When I first moved to Ohio about 15 years ago, I inadvertently wandered up into the Mansfield Flea Market. It was fantastic, but it's time and place for everything, I guess. So, and I apologize for the lighting. So if you're having a hard time seeing me, we'll just get through it. Next week, it'll be even better. I figure every week will get a little bit better. It's kind of like when I started on Facebook, it wasn't always everything that I wanted it to be, but we'll get there. And you know what? It's just us, so it's a lot of fun. And sometimes life isn't always the best lighting. So anyway, all right. So when I was looking for things to take to the flea market, I forgot that I had a bunch of milk glass. So I figured I'll show you all my milk glass. I actually have a ton more milk glass downstairs, but it was really heavy to bring it upstairs. And so I only really wanted to take one trip. So tomorrow when I'm loading my truck, I will. Oh, and if there's people around who want to help me load truck, tomorrow evening after 5 and or early Friday morning, could always use a hand. So, all right, I'll get started. I'll get started with the milk glass, I guess. So a little while ago, I found on Facebook a woman who was selling so much milk glass. Like how this woman even acquired this much is beyond me. So yeah, so now I acquired her milk glass. And so a lot of this really isn't new, but it's new to me because I kind of forgot that I had it in the basement. So I probably ended up with about 100 and I think about 100 pieces, 120 pieces of milk glass. From bud vases to sherbet cups to you name it, I ended up. Some of it is true Fenton. Some of it is just a generic from Cleveland, Ohio. There's all sorts of different kinds. And if you guys aren't familiar with it, I'll kind of show you a little bit about the different types of milk glass. And I have some reproduction pieces. I have all sorts of things. So yeah, we'll get started with the milk glass. We'll move on to some of the other fun things that I have here, or different. I don't have a lot because once again, feeling a little overwhelmed with what's going on with the flea market. So all right, what do we got? Oh, so I have these, a different pattern. I don't know if you guys are familiar with milk glass. So milk glass, true milk glass has different patterns to it. And it's usually, all right, I never get this straight. Is it opaque that you can't see through, or is it, or I don't know. So this is a pure white, and it doesn't have a shiny glaze on it or anything. It's like a little bit of a one, but it's almost like a bisque, but not. So these have, the pattern is called Westmoreland. Westmoreland is grapes. These do not have Fenton markings, so they are not Fenton. Sometimes Fenton doesn't have Fenton, but these are truly not Fenton. These are from Ohio. These are similar to this, and these are, I believe they are E.L. Brody. Actually, if they were E.L. Brody, they would say it, but these are out of Cleveland, Ohio. This is another planter, and I believe the woman who I got it from, I think she told me she was a florist or something, or did something for weddings. So actually, these would make great for centerpieces if you kind of like that rustic-y farmhouse centerpieces for your weddings or whatever. Look at, and I actually have this same vase at my house. So this is a larger version of these, but they're just beautiful. And the ones I have at my house, I have some purple flowers in because I love purple and green. Combination is totally cool to me. So these are two really nice Westmoreland vases. They're in excellent condition. This one's a 9-inch and this one's a 12-inch vase. This one is on our website. These, one is and one is not. So I'm not really sure why there isn't two. Probably because I didn't even know I had to until today. What do you know? All right, this piece is another one of the Westmoreland because you can see the grape pattern on here. This is a bud vase. It's about $26. This is on our website, and it's kind of got that sling vase concept where it sort of dips down. And I think I showed you guys a sling vase or talked about it before. Sling vase are real tall, skinny vases with a sloopy. They go down a little bit, and this is sort of the same concept, but it's in perfect condition. I love milk glass. This is so it was really super exciting for me to find this. My grandma had some, so that was kind of probably the catalyst for it, for me to start collecting it. So when I stumbled across this lady who was selling a bunch of it, I thought I had died and gone to heaven. But anyway, so this is probably one of my favorite bud vases. I have a bunch of these bud vases, but I think this style is actually my favorite. We've already sold 2 of these. So this one I think will probably go well. Oh, so remember I talked about the E.O. Brody and Company out of Cleveland, Ohio. So this is an E.O. Brody. So E.O. Brody and Fenton and one other company that I can't. Oh, hey, we have another visitor. Yay. Say hi. Let me know you're here. Vicky. Yay. I know you. See, you were asking me. Sheila was asking me, don't you have more bud vases? Well, guess what, Sheila? I found the bud vases. They're here. Anyway, so yeah, I just got several. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know that if you had just held out a little bit longer, you could have had some of these too, or you know where you can find them. So I have these. So, all right, so I got these. What else do I have here? I have these. You'll see a lot of these at thrift stores and stuff, but I just think they're kind of nice. So I have 5 of these, and I have 4 of this pattern. This is just sort of, I think they call this a quilted pattern. just looks kind of lumpy to me, but I like it. But like I said, I think still my favorite is this one. This is a hobnail, and this is the quilted pattern. I don't want to be teachery. So if I get too teachery, you guys can tell me that I'm being, maybe you put up like a T sign or something that I'm being too teachery. But I think it's fun to know a little bit more about all these pieces. And yeah, I'll just keep teaching until we say, Linda, that's enough. Anyway, this is another one. This is a nice goblet. This is the Westmoreland pattern. It does have the grapes on it. I thought I had more of these, but possibly not. So these would make really a nice candle. Pam and I have talked about doing more. We have a line of candles that we've made where we took some old teacups and actually some Westmoreland punch cups, and we turned them into candles. So we probably will end up one of these days doing more of those because we have a bunch of them. So it would be nice to, and I want to get a true, my friend Terry created a Fluffernutter candle for us. So we're probably going to go ahead and put the Fluffernutter in this. It's kind of got like that marshmallowy fireside fire camp thing smell to it. Right. So these are a little bit different. These are sherbet cups, and I love the pattern on these. It's sort of like a reversed hobnail. It's got the indentation. I don't know the company on these, but I believe they're probably the same company that, yeah, I'm trying to think if they're the same company that makes these. So it tells you I got milk glass aplenty here. All right, so these are super nice. I've got 3 of these. It's too bad I don't have 4, but I really like these. I like the cut concept. They're more of a pressed glass here. All right. So don't have a lot of room here. Oh, hobnail. So these are a hobnail sugar and creamer. These are kind of different. Typically, they are shorter and fatter, but these are really cool. These are very nice. And I believe that these are Fenton. Typically, when you see the hobnail like this, it is a Fenton. These are probably, yeah, so this is the Brody, and I believe that this is Fenton. Because I have another Fenton piece. Actually, so this is a Fenton piece also. This is just a small little vase. And for those of you who don't know about Fenton, Fenton was kind of like the start of the milk glass, and then they kind of ventured into some other forms of depression wear. And in that era of the 1930s, 40s, that sort of time, so they were kind of like the gold standard of milk glass. So people will come in and go, oh, is that a Fenton? Is that a Fenton? Well, just because it's hobnail does not mean that's Fenton, but this particular one we definitely know with the ruffled edge, this is definitely a Fenton. So we've got these, sugar creamer. All right, and then I tried to find out some information on this, and I can't. And unfortunately, it has some discoloration, so I'm not really quite sure what to make of it. It's obviously just sort of goes on your table and you put flowers or put fruit or something in it, but I've never seen it with like a little bit of a discoloration. So I don't know if it's the way it was made or if it's, I don't believe it's supposed to be this way. So I think it's just old and probably needs a little bit of TLC or something. It does have like, it has an indentation here, but it was meant to have the indentation. Oh, I think I forgot to tell you, we had 10 subscribers and 60 views. I tell you what, I was so excited when I saw that because I was kind of feeling like, does anybody really know we're here? But they do. They know we're here. So back to my crazy ramblings about milk glass. So this one, I don't really know what this one. This one is I got my prescription filled. Hopefully here I will have my new glasses pretty soon, so I won't have to squint anymore, since I was told the squinting is kind of probably going to give me like squinty lines, and we don't want that. Give me so this one's 1966, and it's a Keen. I've never heard of this company before. How about you, Sheila? Have you ever heard of this company? It's just, it looks like a little compote. It's sort of a It is the Westmoreland pattern, or a takeoff of the Westmoreland pattern, because it's very shiny. It's got like the real glossy, where a lot of these don't. It has a different look. It's you know, pearlized. That's the word I was looking for. So this is pearlized, and this is more of a flatter thing. Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah, I haven't heard that. I haven't heard of them either. So, okay, so that's 3. So here's a punch cup, Westmoreland. Westmoreland. Oh my goodness, I think my battery is going to die. Well, Lord have mercy, that would be stinker. All right, guys. Well, anyway, okay. I'm going to make this faster than I thought because it looks like my battery's dying on my computer, and who the heck knows? Oh, actually, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. So I thought I had all this time. Thought I was all ready to go. And then I don't have my battery. Ha! All right, we are back. We are rocking and rolling for sure. Okay, I'm moving on from the milk glass because it's milk glass. So this, I don't know if it's an ashtray or what it is. But anyway, all right. So, I was going to tell you guys replicas. So replicas, so this is a replica piece. You can tell because it's not a white. It's a almost like a beigey white. And this I do know that I picked it up at a yard sale, and the woman said she got it at a local store or something like that. So this is a newer piece. This is a replica. It's called a pineapple dish pattern. It is a little bit more of a matte finish, and you can tell by the way that the cutout is. Usually these are raised, and this is cut in. So this is a newer piece also. And when I say newer, I mean like this is the newest, as in the last 5 years or so. This is probably the last 10, 15 years, where all of these are much older pieces. All right, so moving on to creamers. You guys have seen me do creamers. You remember me telling you about the creamer lady that had lots and lots of creamers. So anyway, this is a beautiful piece. I love this one. And restaurant ware. You guys have seen me have a couple pieces of restaurant ware here. Look at these great little syrup containers or creamers. You get them in old diners and stuff. I stumbled upon these at a yard sale in Michigan when I was working up in Michigan. I think I told you guys I lived up there for just about 2 years. So these are actually a company out of Pennsylvania that made most of the restaurant ware. They're very heavy duty, but they're beautiful. Very nice pieces. I think these are made in Carlisle, Pennsylvania is where they were. This is probably out of all the creamers that I had, this is probably one of my favorites. It's such a little cutie. It's made in Japan. We had a lot of just really different, very pretty, unique creamers in this group of creamers, and a lot of them were made in Japan. So this was I think I determined that this is from the 70s is when I determined that. And these are just real pretty, simple, clean glass creamers. They were about $3 a piece. This one is an etched glass creamer. Oh, one more piece of milk glass. So this one has that real polished, shiny finish to it. And this is the E.O. Brody that I was talking about out of Cleveland, Ohio. All right, cool. It still looks like my battery is going to die. But guess what? If we go dark, you'll know what happened. It was me and my craziness. All right, so moving on from creamers and milk glass is I found these. These are Wolverine. What do they say? They're Wolverine Supply and Manufacturing Company out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. How adorable are these? These are from a children's tea set. I wish I had more, but I don't. This is what I've got. But these are really cool. Hang on, Ricky. I can't. See, yep, you guys were talking amongst yourselves. I like that. So, but aren't these adorable? So we'll get this cleaned up, and I will be taking these with me to the flea market. If they don't sell, we'll be putting them online. But they're really nice pieces. And these were from the 60s, late 60s, early 70s. In my stash of stuff, I found some camera lenses. So if you're all right, if you're a camera person, I found some camera lenses with some bugs in them. See, sometimes I don't even get to the box lots that I have. So who knows? What I might find. All right. So next week we might go. I might do from my. It won't let me do from my phone live because I don't have 50 subscribers or something like that. But I noticed the picture is clearer when I use my phone or my. So we'll just keep trying. Anyway, this book is actually from the Tate Gallery. And the Tate Gallery is a beautiful museum. And this came, and all of this stunning pieces in this wonderful book. This book is from a friend of mine had the big estate sale, and this is from the 60s. And her uncle passed, and she had this estate sale, and he had lots of books from his travels all over the world. He was a diplomat or something like that. So that's where I got this beautiful book. So like I said, it's from the 60s. Oh, it's just some art pieces from a museum in London. So that is a nice thing. Oh, this is it says it's a Myers level. So for the guys, they always got to have a guy thing, right? You always got to have a guy thing. Matter of fact, I'm sure at the flea market, I will be asked, got any guy stuff? So this will be my guy stuff contribution. I have a plane or two that I showed you guys a couple weeks ago that I will be selling at the flea market. All right, log cabin bottles. I got these at yard sale in Belleville. So this has the spirit of 1776. That's what has the the three guys on the back with the flag and the fife and the drum. That's what that one has on it. This one just has the eagle on the front. These are commemorative, obviously, from the bicentennial. And this one has an old log cabin with a barrel in the front. These are going to be about $20 a piece. I know, it's crazy. I sold some dark amber ones. I had some of those, and those weren't going for as much as these. So I don't know, I'll probably do 15 to 20-ish range or whatever because they need to go to somebody else other than me because they're taking up space. I don't know if you guys can see this lamp. I will try. Yeah, probably. We'll probably do it for next time. Or come on into the shop and see it. It's a big giant pole lamp that it's heavy and it's brass on the bottom. And the very bottom is just a different type of a metal. But the fittings are beautiful, stunning pieces. I can't. Sorry about that. I thought I could show you guys. Very ornate. I have this lamp and I have another one that has a beautiful Art Deco shade on it. So these will be going to the flea market with me. And hopefully, if you like them, if you want to see what they are, you need to come to the flea market and see, or come in here tomorrow and you can see what it is. All right. This chandelier I purchased at an auction in Delaware. And I thought it would just be cute to paint. I thought about painting it because it's not really, it's sort of looks coppery, but it's really not. It's a faux copper. But I thought it would be a cute piece to do some fun, do a fun shade, do all sorts of cool things with it. I saw this woman that I follow on YouTube. Her name is Debbie Baird, and she does. She has a paint line called DIY, Debbie's DIY Paint, Design Diary Paint. And it is another, it is a mineral-based paint as opposed to a chalk paint. So it's a little bit different to work with, but it's fabulous. This stuff can stick to just about anything. But anyway, she's very, I was going to say, she's kind of got that like gypsy feel to her work. And so she painted something like that, all of these different layers of different colors. I thought, wow, that would be really cool to do. So maybe one of these days I'll get the chance to do something like that. All right, so my guy here, He's a young man in a beautiful frame. So I love this frame. He's kind of falling out. I don't necessarily know that I would keep him in here. I'm going to take him to the flea market. And if he doesn't sell, I'm going to come back and find something fun. I think it would be nice to put, something in here, a real pretty landscape. But the frame is amazing condition. It's got a few little scripts and scrapes, but I think overall, if you really needed to restore it a little bit, you could do restore finish in some of the spots here. All right. Let's see, what else do we got here? All right. Okay, you guys, you're awful quiet. All right, are you guys going to come up to Tiffin with me? I always need some helpers, too. Okay, so getting to the end of the line here. I found at a yard sale in Ashland a whole bunch of stuff with strawberries on it, and Miss Pamela wasn't really sure that it would sell, but this never got put online. Totally forgot about it, I guess, or something. But we sold everything else. I didn't think, I guess like her and I guess I didn't think it either. I thought it was really cute. But so strawberries sell. Who would have thunk it? But anyway, you can see yourselves in there. All right, guys, I'm actually going to wrap it up because, like I said, I got lots to do to get ready for the Tiffin Flea Market. I know I've mentioned it a lot, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. So Tiffin Flea Market this weekend, May 18th, we have the Shiloh Artisan Festival happening here in town from 9 to 4 on Saturday. If you are still interested in being a vendor, well, then, Miss Sheila, you need to come on up and help me go to the Tiffin Flea Market. She's like, yeah, right. I don't have time for that. But anyway, you're a busy lady, but it sure would be nice. You guys come on up because I'm by myself, I think, most of the time. So every once in a while, you're going to have to take a breaker, I guess, or something at some point. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm hoping the weather holds. It's supposed to be windy, from what I understand, but it's supposed to be sunny. So sunny and windy is okay, as opposed to rainy and snow or something, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys all so much. I truly appreciate all that you do and your support and your kindness and all of that good stuff coming up. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Don't forget, fluffanduttervintage.com for any of the stuff you see here. We are having a paint sale in the store and online. So look us up. All right, guys, thank you all so much. I appreciate it.